Alright, testing, testing. That sounds good enough. Yeah. Alright. So, over the weekend, we did some things. And by some things, I mean I caught a lot of fish. If I caught a lot of fish, I mean I caught, I think, over half. However, fishing, not really that important towards, getting, late game gear. Would it have helped for Kasara? Yeah. But, since I don't really intend on using Kasara that much, if I can help it, not really going to be that big a deal. So. Alright. So let's run back to... what is this place called? I feel like there's some stuff that I missed back in the castle too, but... Ulzubek. We gotta heal up first.
We've reached our destination.
Heal me, please. What does this take? Milk. I still haven't found milk. Huh. Caused some shenanigans on that one, but whatever. Elemental defense up. Defense up medium for curry. Oh, here's the large. I don't think I've made curry. I also haven't made ice cream. Where am I going to get milk? Hare. Deska. Noki. Sandwich. How appropriate that Kasara makes the sandwich. Apple pie. Yeah, we'll just do this. Give it to us slow.
That actually came out pretty alright.
A whopping 9 minutes of power. My power hour. Hey, you sell milk? Nope. Carp and scrap meat. Gross. Huh. The sapphire stuff. I might have to fix that. We'll see. Alright, so now... I can't fast travel here? Are you serious? We'll do this the hard way.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, you sell milk? How about no? Ooh, wait, grape gel. 2800 HP. Not bad. What is this? Lame.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in
But
us?
it's not do this. We're going back to the beginning.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I feel like I'm hearing some slithering stuff.
So we're back in the Zion mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
A level 5 Lucky Pebble. Wait a minute. We're gonna see old notes left by Zephyr and it's gonna make me cry. Oh, that's right, this was blocked off by those people last time.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
Something good! I have a million of those. Million. Okay. Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Be funny if Alphen puts on his mask to get rid of his feeling of pain.
This will be a delicious.
Oh, I was playing with other people for the fun of it. Spread.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Wait, why is it shooting that way? Oh, wrong button. I wanted this button. There we go. Actually does a lot of damage.
I'm only getting started. Disasters made one. Come,
So you clamor for my true power?
We've turned the tables on.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Behold! The Earth's hope! Tectonic vision!
There. I'm only getting started. Touch the trigger. Excited. You're mine.
No escape! Finish it! In an instant! Impact block!
Yeah, I played with Shion and I played with Lawbit and I played with what's her name? Rinwell. Let's fix this. There we go. I will say though, I do a lot more damage when I'm playing as a ranged DPS. But it's more fun to be up in their grills. We fight you all!
Discourteous, aren't you?
Okay. Bro.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on our side, Doherty.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Kill something.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not close enough. There we go. 1,000 damage. That's a lot of damage.
No time to hold back.
Oh. Ooh. 3,000 damage. Ow.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful.
Hey, don't get hit by that.
Sword and with my thorns.
In an instant! Impact block!
That raining slash is kind of
Quite
nuts.
necessary when creating weaponry.
Oh, flame stones. I know some people that need those.
I found some equipment.
Yeah, you did. Go ahead and put that on. Can I change? How's your outfits feeling there? No! I want the gothic dress.
Let me take a look at it.
Let me take a look at it. Uh-huh. Can I go down? Nope. You gotta go forward to go back. I should be able to knock that down. Law, punch this thing. Ooh, wait a minute.
Huh.
Oh, Dohalim's got a vault. Let's knock these guys out real quick. Rockmadillos. Ow. Alright. Punch this. Ow.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Breath of life. Heal my weary.
Gosh dang it.
Here I come!
Can you take it?
What? This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Flew away!
What the heck? Why did that take so long to...
You're mine!
Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
You attack with
What is that move?
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
not against the worthier.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Where did the giant lightning ball come from?
Wow.
That was pretty cool.
Look what I just found.
The holding astral arts can be used to bridge gaps. Alright then. Bridge it, buddy.
You can make plants
Uh-huh.
grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Oh, suck it up. It's important.
Out of our way!
Take this! I'm not done!
Annihilation! Illuminated the light! Hang for it!
Okay, nice.
It's on! Can you take it? You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Astral arts?
That's my
All
shield!
yours! Shut him down!
More where that came from!
Here I come!
Here's now! This'll come in handy!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look frustrated.
It's over!
Get on in there with the others!
No escape!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Not lucky enough. Find more enemies, quick.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Here's the evil!
Flew away!
Holy Lancer!
Uh-oh. Is that at me?
Big as our range.
It was.
Coming through!
Reset this guy's aggro so I don't get hit by it.
Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc! Head first! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Catapult! Void Blast!
Winds of heaven!
Slash!
Force!
Soaring Light Spear!
Field!
Raining Flash! Not today!
Glacial spear! Here's the
As impressive as
Flew
always.
away!
now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super
Well, it's
parched.
killing me.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Yikes.
Little help!
take this! I'm not down on the ground!
Dance on the wind! Are those rocks in skin?
Holy land burning!
Aim for the west.
Holy smokes.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'll smash you! Crescent flash! Begin! I'm ready!
Okay.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Some big damage right there.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
I get ambushed. Ooh, okay.
An opponent like this should be easy.
You're my watch! You're mine! Thunder field! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. My turn. I'm not done. Okay, here I go. I'm not done. Strike.
Magic is
Okay, here I go.
I'll stop its charge.
Ouch.
Thanks, Kisara.
Time for some home run hits.
I thought you were going to wreck the place. I'm not nearly finished yet.
A little strong right there, Rinwell. I was in the line of fire for that one. He tried to kill me.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Awakening. Awaken. Awaken. Aha. Oh my goodness.
Gotta break through. You picked the wrong fight.
This one's mine.
Ouch.
Blew away. Coming through.
Actually, I should have just home run hit all of those, but whatever.
Scarlet Inferno.
All disasters made one.
Take this.
Forth a healing of purity. Healing circle. Thanks so much.
Oh, a crit.
Where are you going?
I can't move.
It's weakened. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. The flame inside is yours to be let free. Blew away. You're finished.
Freeze Lancer.
Not a chance. Crush.
By the power of
You're mine. I'm ready. Totally. In an instant. Impact clock. We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
In and
Lady
out.
Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Brigadine. That's for Kisara, right? Yes, it is. Oh, well, it doesn't even matter.
My word. This must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means
Prava who?
destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ignite.
Come forth, the healings of purity.
Blew away. I'll smash you.
That's a pretty good a hit. Oh, I meant to use that to get through.
I'm ready.
Astral energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done. Here's evil.
No escape. Blew away.
Lancer.
Lightning flash. Blew away. Eternal devastation coming through. Ha!
I'm glad I got it off the last tick.
Scarlet and
The last tick of all that damage.
this is the power of the blazing sword.
Magmelodian.
The trash.
Try harder. Now, here I come. Soaring blew away. Lightning flash. You're finished.
The flashing parts are weak.
She used Maelstrom.
Blew away.
Nice.
No escape.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Poor guy got frozen. And he's made of lava.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
I agree. One thing I did want to see though. I did some messing with this stuff. Toxicity is really good apparently. Anything else that does status effects? I don't think there is. Yeah, that's all I have. Someone said, oh yeah, Shion status effects, really good. I was like, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You didn't say.
Coming through. Here I come. I shall ensure you survive this.
I will take all of those spells, thank you. Home run!
Commander of Heaven. Say no more.
That's all of them, right? Nope. Oh, this guy didn't.
I'll face you. Voice flash. Soaring light spear. Down on the ground. Struck. On your knees. Take this. Raining slash. Blow away. Raining slash.
Big home run damage. We've come full circle. All the way back. Wait, that's the wrong way. Go out the middle first, and then once the middle's been cleared, then we loop back for the stuff on the sides. Hello.
Out of our way!
I'll smash you. They smite with blackened
Oh.
blade. Blow away.
Oh! Get him up! I don't like not being able to see that guy.
Sleep now.
We turn the tables on them.
There are still more left. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Oh, this is a special one.
This ends
And he's dead.
Consider yourself finished.
That one was gold.
My fists are crushing it out there.
Take that. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Level 5 Lucky Pebble. That's what we like to see. What else we got? Is that the dead end? That was the dead end. Okay, cool. So let's go this way.
Guess I misread the landing.
Ah, hello. Give me those. Ow. Knock him up again. Oh. Don't let it. Kasar, you're supposed to block that. You had one. Hello. Oh, please run. Well, get your stuff before they start. Okay, no, we're gonna run. Everybody run. Yeah. All right, now you can do it.
Can't lay a finger on it.
What about you?
Just watch and see.
Home run. Hurry. Yes. All right. I'm getting absolutely crushed right now. Thank you. He's doing a stupid poison garbage. Don't get hit by that.
Turn the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Raining flash. Eternal devastation.
Help. There we go. And this guy gets canceled. Home run. Go, Halim, do something. Ow. This guy is so tanky. But not tanky enough.
Don't push yourself too hard.
All of that for some sage. Worth. One of the most important of cooking herbs.
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What
I was
of
doing
poem is
literation?
A sparse one.
A little bit of alliteration. Let's see, I could go down here, but I think I go back a little bit more. Oh, hello. How'd I miss this? I'm blind. Alright, this goes... Wait, I came in here, didn't I? I did. My legs. Do this real quick. So now, treasure chest over there. So I gotta drop down here. Huh.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Mm-hmm.
This one will be difficult to predict.
4 out of 5. Alright, big damage. I can potentially wipe these guys out right away. Nice. Okay.
Consider yourself finished.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Hey, use water moves, please. Alright.
Consider yourself finished.
He heard me. Yeah. She heard me and used Maelstrom, which is only 1/3 water, but it
Am I on a
is better
roll
than
or
nothing.
what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Pulling me across. Or not.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely.
Oh.
Though I won't make any promises.
Which
Uh.
one is it?
No, wait. My food buff. Hurry. Let's see, I went down there already. I need to go down there.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
You call it ogre.
Let's see what you've got.
Now you see what I can do.
Evil, rain down and
Raining
purify.
flash.
No.
Here's a healing art.
You're mine.
Another incantation ruined.
You picked the wrong fight. Raining flash.
Wait, I did that so good?
Coming through.
This should hit them all.
Now. Scarlet Inferno.
It did not. Ow. Uh-oh.
No further.
Let's get you all tucked away.
Glacial spear. Here.
Oh. Alright, fine.
This should do it.
Let me help.
Eternal devastation.
I'm ready.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Now, take it.
Try harder. Pierce evil. Maelstrom.
My turn.
There we go.
One more time. Freeze Lancer. Do it. Come forth and helix of fury.
Whew.
That extra training paid off.
Awakening and Hexbreaker. Let's go.
I won't forgive you.
Now you see what I can do.
Not in your dreams. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Come forth and helix of fury.
Burn in hell.
Alright, I'm just going to smack him in the flank.
Stop you dying?
Ow. Rinwell, no! You're supposed to dodge those.
Won't escape me.
In an instant. Impact block. We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Rain down.
What?
Void flash. Strike. My turn. Ruin gate. Soaring light spear. Soaring light spear. Here I come.
Meteor! Oh, can I hit through this? Oh, of course I can. That pierces.
That extra training paid off. Discourteous, aren't you?
Oh, Rinwell again. You gotta dodge those. Ow.
Shattering of pieces! Down on the ground.
Eternal devastation.
Rotating to moving.
Eternal devastation.
Rotating pile driver.
I'm grateful.
Oh, Shiana back got one shot.
Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Here's a healing arc.
Blow away. You picked the wrong
I
fight.
can't heal you forever. It's over. By the power.
I'm not done.
Can you take it?
You guys hold this guy off behind me.
No further.
There we go.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Yeah, they were right on each other too.
I still got a ways to go.
And that looks like the end. I gotta spend some points to see what we got around this corner. It's probably just a way to avoid all the oh, never mind.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dovaline. I would have figured rocks and plants would
The
be...
absolute. Ooh, absolute protection for absolute peace of mind.
different for you to handle both.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
I need something to eat.
Yeah, same. Alright, that was... Ah, I wasted points, but whatever. Better armor is better armor. Now the question is, will I find a quick travel point? Oh, never mind, we're gonna find a boss battle. Okay, I should. I'm in the inner sanctum. Okay. I can fast travel here and just dodge everybody. Alright, so let's get my food buff back. What's this place called? Ulzabek? One does not simply walk into a volcano
That
battle
was quite the little adventure we went
without
on.
eating. Where's my burger? Oh, hey, there it is.
Hey,
No one can resist the American hamburger. And we go Berg Volcano. Bam. And I activated all of the shortcuts.
We've reached our destination.
Woohoo! Excuse me, folks. I do believe you come down here.
Guess
Nope.
I misread the landing.
I was wrong. It's the next one. Right there. Faster. Excuse me. No. I guess I could have fought him because there's a full heal back here, but whatever. Huh. Bumper. The brass makes it feel so epic. Alright. Show me the lava turtle. Oh, never mind. What is this? Oh, it's the elemental.
what the hell is that thing?
Probably that
My name's
monster
Todd.
warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do
Hey,
you
we've
think
seen this
this
guy
might have
before.
been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go!
He's like, I'm not going anywhere. This volcano is my home. Ifrit Malum.
Tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Oh, oh. I need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Hey, you guys gonna attack it or what?
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Huh?
Do you even
It's right
have to
outside of
ask?
my range.
Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Dougal?
Oh,
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
You're mine! I'm not done!
By the power of the
Strike! Reflection. They smite with blackened blade.
Here, let me help.
I run well. Should probably dodge that.
That's what my shield.
Oh!
Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
A whirling struggle. A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven.
Wait, Dohalim's already dead.
Blow away.
Bruh. Alright, real quick. You. Anything fire is off limits right now. No more... whatever that was. Meteor storm. Yeah, get rid of that. You. No more flare tornado. No more explosion. Okay?
Zod.
In here. Resuscitation. Take on.
Try harder. My turn. Through escape. Blow away.
It's time to finish this!
Oh, he's alive. Okay. No, I meant to dodge. I was locked in the animation.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
No. Break his back. Guys, how are you getting hit? It's the slowest move in the game. Please. I couldn't. There we go.
Take it down.
I'm doing even less damage now. Bro. Every time that's killed somebody. Oh, that's because I'm hitting both. I did not mean to hit both of those.
I owe you, Theon. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc in the jungle.
There we go.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! Here I go! Thunder Field! Malevolent! Our magic is in! I'm only getting started! Amazing! I never miss! Maelstrom!
Oh, big maelstrom hit.
No further. It's over. Take this.
Bro, there's so much health in these things.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Now what?
Here come more.
You'll just have to keep fighting.
What?
The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
Blow away.
In here! There! I'll be saving this one!
No escape. It's over.
Into the shadows! Not in your dreams! Our expert!
No way.
Banana, let's go! I'll bring you back from death. Resuscitation! Maelstrom! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Don't mind if I do! This one's mine! Purge malevolence!
Incoming giant.
Feel! Hold on to your art! Here I
Bro.
Rest for the wicked.
Here goes!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorn.
Do it in here!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here I go!
Here I come.
Gravitas Spear!
Raining slap. Raining chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here I go!
That's it.
Thunder Field! Purge malevolence! Here's the deal! Feel it!
No way. Don't get hit by that, guys. Jeepers.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Now what?
Here's a healing
Again? Wait.
A whirling struggle.
What was I thinking?
Winds of heaven.
In a bind? Armor won't save you!
Sleep now.
Yeah, this is a problem.
It won't end like this. Don't mind if I do.
This is some punishment. My pride was my downfall.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
In here. Not on my watch. I can't lose.
Heal.
Really?
One more.
Down on the ground.
Illuminate your mind. Holy land. I can't hold on much longer.
Bro.
Here's the evil. Free blazer. Primed and ready.
Blow away. I
Healing
can
circle.
carve through
Still
armor.
have some fight left in me.
I'm not done.
I owe you one.
Sleep now.
Raining slash.
Ravenous
Eternal
spear.
devastation.
Glacial spear. Pierce the
Forget
enemy.
it. My turn.
Nova. Free blazer.
Not today.
A banana. Let's go.
Oh.
It won't end like this. In here.
And of course, my mages go down right away again.
Thunder field. Hold on to your arc. Here I come. Magic is there.
What? Oh, he's alive.
More with glacial spear. Pierce the evil.
Don't get hit by that.
The
No.
mind.
Oh wait, I should probably use this.
Handle this.
This should do it.
Hurry.
Okay, this is a problem.
What was I thinking?
I can carve through armor. Struck.
Resuscitation. Here, let me help. First aid. I'll heal you all. That's gonna smart. Healing
You're
circle.
mine.
Eat stir.
I owe you one.
Raining. Can't get out of this. Yours to be let free. Breath of life. Heal my weary companion. It's over.
Magic is there.
Cure. Raining slash.
You picked the wrong fight.
Anything in armor is all mine. On your way.
The healing art.
Raining slash.
This one's mine.
Bathed in blood.
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Yeah.
Freeze lancer. Here's a healing art. Confiscated. First aid. Thunder spear. Glacial spear. Here's the evil. More where that came from.
Away.
Magic.
That doesn't hit over here, right?
Field. Failure's not an option.
Oh, Remo got smoked.
You get the gist. Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Take this.
Thanks so much.
Raining slash.
Take it. Supernova.
Take this.
Whoa, hey.
Down on the ground.
Close one. Here goes. Healing circle.
Okay.
Here I go.
Thanks, Shiro.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Raining slash. Blood. Rending you a bloody howling.
Will this help? It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone.
Okay.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you. Dying? Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't
Totally.
retreat. Not yet.
Everyone's fine.
Just please stay safe.
Here, let me help.
My pride.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it. Just watch and learn.
Yeah, just watch and learn.
Go back down.
Oh, man. Wait, that beat it? Nice.
Everyone okay?
Easy
Yeah,
money.
I think so.
I need a drink.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like
Right.
to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh! Wait a minute. A new thing. Alright, what do we get? Incineration wave? Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. A large pillar of fire. Okay. And a secret key. Ah.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
I run right into another
Is
fight.
that it over there?
If you're having trouble getting back to town, you can buy from me. Now all of this is worse. I'm glad I saved my money. Worth. Those things are kind of important. Got any milk? Nope. But now... Money! No, I didn't want to equip it. Dang it.
Did we... You really just spend that much money?
No, it's all in your head. Boom. Beautiful.
Money?
Hmm. Seems pretty good. Extra 15% and a battery charge gauge. Okay, this is what I wanted.
Hey, that
To
looks pretty
make
good.
that later. The BDBD crash out. Uh-huh.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this
No,
starship
but I've
before.
forgotten something. Oh.
This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the
A little bit of
internals.
moss. Adds to the character.
Damn. I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
Ran in engineering, baby. Built to
The
last.
past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it
Dohlim's like, later,
It should
nerds.
fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
Let's go talk to a
So
boat
we
mechanic.
just gotta sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Nice. I wonder where the water elemental is.
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm
Hey,
sure
you big
Zephyr would be
baby.
proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things.
I
that
might have to make
persisted for
myself some
300
tacos
years.
here in a little bit.
Deep down,
Taco.
I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
If you ask nicely and say,
The
don't
people of
blow up my
Lenegis?
planet, that should work.
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right?
They'd have to be awful
And it's
evil
not
if it
just
wouldn't.
us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis.
The Red
Wherever she
Woman.
is, we should find
With
her
the
and assault
red
her.
hood.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Mm-hmm, yep. Wait, that's how everybody sleeps? No wonder they always notice people getting up and walking out.
Where?
They're just powering down. She's trying to leave us.
Because of Batman.
Hey, what's up, Tyler?
Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own?
Look at these
She's not
guys.
over there.
Sound asleep.
Where did she run off to?
So silly.
Xion.
Because I'm Batman. Oh, now she's gonna have her. What if I cause everyone to die trying to get my thorns?
Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay?
Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
I could have done it this whole time, but I just liked electrocuting you all.
Stay out of my way.
What? Wait, she's stealing my
Planning
ship?
to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
Shoot him. Shoot him. Do it. Commit.
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's
Don't you
the
mean
case,
and?
Then go ahead and shoot me!
Do it. I was gonna say, I know you. You're not like this. No. No emotional. No! Fine, be that way. Oh, they powered on. They heard him yell. Powering on.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah.
I was busy being stabbed
Sure
too,
he had killed
but
you back
yeah.
there.
That wasn't the first time. The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Wait. It's like, who stabbed you when you were a kid?
So you're immortal? How's that even...
Let's test it right now.
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
Wait a minute. She's been immortal this whole time. I've been party wiped like 3 times. Bruh.
Thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why.
Huh.
My thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
Before you're
When
dead.
my thorns free themselves,
You can't die until you're killed.
it will be my death.
How do
I've
you
seen
know?
it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains.
Okay,
It's a
maybe she
vision of
does know.
oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
It's alright. When you die, we'll have Dohalim cast resuscitation.
Wait, the whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
It's like Dark Souls. I need to cure the curse so I can die human.
Then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
I'm gonna die, like everyone else.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it?
Because I was dead anyways. Sag.
While we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was kind of a twist.
That was the plan.
Aww.
But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet.
We'll still find a way
Find
for you to die.
save
No.
you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, will consume
Okay,
all of
someone
existence
thinks
as
she's
well.
more important than she
it
is.
was only a
Hold
suspicion
up.
at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before.
The last maiden
then
didn't destroy everything.
That I finally
That I
came
know
to
of.
realize. My powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegus. When the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
So how come she assumes that it's the thorns keeping her alive and not this mysterious maiden power that she just discovered? What if it's the other way around? What if the thorns this entire time have been trying to kill her and her maiden powers have been holding it? So if she loses her maiden powers, then she's in trouble. But if she keeps her maiden powers and gets rid of the thorns, it'll be fine.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
And destroy all of existence. Thanks.
Too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this.
Not now that I have friends.
I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way. Elvin?
What a man.
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Elvin.
It's as if she doesn't have a choice, buddy.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's
The Luffy
yours,
moment.
ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Save Shion! Hit him with that Luffy. Tatsuki. Actually, the one I was thinking about was Robin. I wanna live! Alright, Dohalim, you get saved for last because you had the theme song play. What do you want?
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah! I'm gonna whiz red.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Ah, you don't
I'll
know
be
that.
careful.
Maybe she likes to see it.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
She hasn't killed
You can say
anyone,
that
though,
again.
with her thorns.
It may be normal for us,
That
but
I've seen.
that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
They're all like, I will sacrifice myself for the cause. But I refuse to let anyone else sacrifice themselves for the cause.
Did you know?
The Muffin
You
Man.
mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off. but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together,
Iris
there's
and the
nothing we
King of
can't handle.
Thorns.
Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I
Not
know.
you.
No lone wolfing it.
We.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much
He'd
to
say
to
something
be honest.
profound and
You're your
insightful.
own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
You must look in yourself. Only then will your true self reveal
Sorry.
itself.
I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Alright, Rinwell. Crying in a corner over here.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
By
Fair enough.
powering down like the rest of them.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good.
The greater good.
But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy.
The difference between men and women. Women, I have to not care about anyone so I can kill myself. Men, I care about everyone, so I'm gonna kill myself.
Knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget
How
about our
about
grudges and pain.
no?
Rinwell.
Alright, buddy.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion
The
is telling the
Kai.
truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't
I didn't
you?
hear a thing.
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're
Allegedly.
able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for
It's
certain.
our nature.
Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade,
Facade.
they can't help but seek the truth, especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis.
Hope they don't
As for
expect
what
me
the final picture will look like,
to beat
who
that
can
level
say?
70 at level
I
40.
think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the
Right.
Time being, he meant to say. I accidentally hit the button. And then there was one. Yeah, so everyone thinks you should stay here?
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
It's been a long time.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became
Deadime.
two. And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of
That was
calling
a
me
long
and
time.
Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Quite the conundrum.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking
That
of
I was
myself that
overthinking
entire
it up.
time. After saying how I felt and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win.
Man,
come
so
hell
all the
or
way up to
high water.
Mahag saw her. She still saw me as a
I
means to
don't know
an
how
end.
we're going to do
That's
it.
nuts.
But I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Everyone well rested?
No.
Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Alright then. To infinity and beyond. Does anybody know how to fly this?
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name?
The
Well,
USS
I'm not sure she ever
Enterprise.
had one.
Oh,
I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It
the
means
Fall
owl in the ancient tongue.
Knights.
Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
The Fall
Not
Knights.
sure I'm complete.
I prefer the Fall
with this,
Guys.
But, well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm so
people,
white.
We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then
Leave
we need to
us
figure out the
alone.
truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
That we're in
I mean,
space.
just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
I feel like
There are
we
better ways
explored
to
30
use your
square
time than
miles.
napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case,
Stop
she's all
going
yours.
off course.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years. That's...
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though. You too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well...
I've
it
killed
is
everyone
the
there
place where I took
once.
the
I can do
lives
it
of
again.
countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no
I wonder if he'll be
changing that.
known as like the
The
demon.
future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
Alright, I'm back. What are you two doing?
Hey, Alvin, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared.
I get airsick, just like
I just think
Kasara
it's,
gets
a little
seasick.
unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renin technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point.
And you were
If
asleep.
you think so, Alphen. It must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
You're wrong. Kasara, what are you doing? Wait, is this where I slept?
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it,
The-
not at all.
Now that you
This
mention it,
starship was a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
fixes
Oh, you don't
illnesses.
say.
Back to tanks.
That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control.
What if we get there and it's all Danon controlled and all of the Renins are slaves and just each place has enslaved the other?
I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this
That'd be
thing
so
straight after
funny.
escaping? Would that mean you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
Because I was
That's
tired.
definitely
Okay?
quite some lie-in.
I killed a lot of people.
But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that,
We wouldn't have even wanted to.
Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now. And those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danons, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Yes, praise me
Well,
more.
Not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Right. Finally. What's wrong with you?
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know,
I
before
don't
you came to
remember.
Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life. For as long as I can remember. They called it treatment. But in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
I know the feeling.
You mean they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still
I know the
surprised they didn't try
feeling.
to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? a blight on any I touched, helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse, but then they did. I started to have nightmares,
And
visions
then
of
they
the coming
did.
apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition, unable to so much as touch another soul? Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Fine, I'm
No,
over it.
It's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny
Because
stakes?
life's
How is
not
that even
fair.
right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight.
Somewhere. Ambessa Medarda is rolling in her grave.
Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danon victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this.
Shoot
Together.
for the moon. And if you miss, you won't hit any stars probably either. Alright, buddy. Take us in.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get
A
down there?
lukewarm welcome.
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there.
Alright, kids, story time. Gather round.
They didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to
How
deter
about
someone's
someone
social
like the
ranking, maybe?
Sovereign?
But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still,
We'll
even the
befriend
lowest
them
rung of the
first.
Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Danon. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks
I
for
wonder if
the
there's going to be
warning.
any Danons.
As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
I suck.
Fair point.
That's what she's going to say.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly
What do you mean?
an
That's like a
invitation to
passive
high
buff.
society.
They can't even touch you. Literally.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst.
Oh, shut up.
As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being
I mean,
used to
she
exploit Dana,
did steal it
we
right
need
in
to
front of
take
us.
it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
I wonder why they don't live in Rena. Hey, we cleaned off all the moss. Actually, it probably burned off when we flew out of the atmosphere.
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Ah, no sensors, huh?
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here. And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Time to wield my clout.
What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago.
My memory might be a
Whatever
bit
the
fuzzy, but
ceremony's
okay.
purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time. Possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
You think people would be freaking out that Lenegis changed
It's
shape?
been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
You got the crest.
There's only one way to
Your
find
ID
out.
is good.
If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. A capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side.
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling?
Oh,
Or do you want everyone to know
snap.
we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zoogles take care
Zoogles?
of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zoogles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
What are Zoogles gonna do? Roll in the dungeon. Oh, looks like they're doing some remodeling. Imagine building your house on a crack, and then it transforms and just destroys your house.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
This isn't exactly our best
The very
day.
foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When
What do you
Lengus
think,
changed
buddy?
shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
I'm sorry. You have the wrong guy. Oh, it's you.
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest?
Change of plans. I won by
So
default.
you haven't
I'm the
heard
last
what
lord
happened on
standing.
Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone?
Forbidden,
What
so
business
no,
could you
I don't.
possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home, let alone the Forbidden
Alright, you just
Zone.
became the base of
Very well.
operations.
It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back?
Circumstances dictated my
pain for you
return.
both.
I've no doubt of that.
Look at my eye.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Doe?
Doe. Oh. So, who's this person?
So who's Faria?
That's right, they couldn't see in his brain.
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be
For
just
good
as
reason.
clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens. See
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman too.
And don't forget
You're
about
like, I don't
finding the
know
way
what
to
you're
the
talking
Forbidden
about,
Zone
buddy.
either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a
Hmm.
bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just... unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions
She's
to
even
answer.
mad for the
From
Renans.
how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for?
You heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat.
How about we're just about to stop and chat? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do then. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, Dohalim. Oh. Look sharp. Hello, citizen. Imagine if there was an owl up here.
I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But
Nah. It got, what is it, the Cyber Heart or whatever? I can't remember what the cube was called in the original Transformers. The Allspark. Yeah, the Allspark. Got hit by the Allspark and became a Transformer.
if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
Hey, citizens. Where's the dang Sovereign when you need him? I wonder who the Sovereign is. Surely it's not Volron or whatever his name was. Voltron. Healing! Never seen such potent healing arts. Thank you so much. Fancy parfait recipe. Be cooking that up later.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Hello, citizen.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Oh well, wasn't me.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
You imagine, right?
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Oh, you see your houses?
Never
She's
mind.
the one that
Forget I
responsible.
asked. Sorry to take up your time.
That's right. Start turning the citizenry against her. It's your fault. Zoogle suddenly stopped listening to our commands. As soon as we turned our backs, they bolted for the horizon. Oh, follow the Zoogles.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
That's just how I normally look.
Yes. I can't seem to find my way home is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
Ooh, empathy from Shion?
I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay
that's
my
why.
welcome. I was hoping
Poor
to
kid.
avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim.
Lord Dohalim
Ah,
Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes.
I
strange,
won.
isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you...
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renin, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes,
yeah,
my
securing
lord.
himself a presidential
Thank you.
run. What was that noise? Seem to have missed somebody back here. Oh, they're healing. Whee! Whee!
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city.
Oh, fair
The
city.
Zoogles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know.
Meanwhile, His Highness, what is going on?
We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris?
New phone, who
I
dis?
believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
Oh, he's learning.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegus mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed.
Yes, all according to plan.
The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegus is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegus?
Now we're asking the big
Sovereign,
questions.
of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegus.
And
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegus alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegus has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegus has ever laid
the
eyes
next
on
guy
the
they run
actual
into.
Renan
I've been
homeworld
there.
itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegus single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegus from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is...
Whoever wins
Yes.
the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegus. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegus. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that two sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction.
I could drop a section of the city on another section of the city. Alright then. Oh ho 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 ho! Yoink! Strawberries? Who ever heard of a strawberry?
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind too.
And yet,
Oh yeah.
weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danon city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
True.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
America.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
What the heck?
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
Yeah, it's called talking.
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
Ah, yes.
I'm afraid I don't
The
quite
privilege
follow.
of power.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
Never
Charisma.
stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it. How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've
The
a bone to pick with
disrespect.
me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
The sass.
What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying.
They're becoming alpha
What's
males.
with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Yes, I cannot wait to try the Grey Poupon. Merci beaucoup. Or maybe they should just start talking like Gen Xers. Gen Zers. The Zoomers. Ugh.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed
Follow
to
me.
do. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Red Home. And all
Ugh.
the were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite
But they don't
strict
know
about
that.
such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegus, Alsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined
Hey,
to
which
talk
team
to
you
us.
rooting for? Don't be too attached to him, though. Renans and their lords. I know which lord I support. Why, are you canvassing for someone? I'm with His Excellency, Wolsey Tildilliz. You probably know him better as Lord Balsac. I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much more he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Tildilliz doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that, but His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that you can be sure. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but in important standing for each and every member of his house.
Yes!
That's nice.
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself?
Allegedly.
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
Lord Dohalim, you have returned. And I see you brought your aides with you. Do you remember who I am? Not only do I support House Ilkaris, but more specifically his lordship. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. Please don't. But since the lines appear to be cut due to the recent tumult, I've been unable to upload them. I know, since you're all here, I'll just read them aloud. Skip! What did you think? I poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention something about his lordship's love for collecting things.
I guess
You've
she
failed
intended
me.
to spread it
Die.
throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Almadria. Nope. Valkyrius. Don't... Oh! I called it. What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or the dreadful... Oh, never mind. Dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, then don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from served House Valkyrius for generations. Oh, that's right, Ganabelt. I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so they might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they are utterly mistaken. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Serena's interests first, or front and center like no one else. Why he advocates that rather than staying confined to Lenegis, we should get to colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. That way, we become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. That is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is pursuit of power and advancement of our kind. It is what makes him exemplary lord, a model above all others. Nice. Colonizer.
Ganabelt was
Yes.
so horrible to
Good.
people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
Ooh, that's what Gon said to the spiders.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed.
Heal!
The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, This area was simply luckier.
Pardon me.
This area falls in the soldier's direction of House Kineris. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria. If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how the history of Lenegus, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family masters, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. She is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all of Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. She gave Voron a opening, though. Soon the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegus shall be upon us at last. Not once again, shall be upon us at last.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny if Danon sucked dry of astral energy turned into puddles, and Renan sucked dry of astral energy turned into, like, puffs of smoke. Like the opposite.
Ridiculous.
How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Voron. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Ulgil Hildress myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Ulgil is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident like they say. As for how Voron runs Gunneth Haros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danons, but even his fellow Renans. We may live in a society where to the victor go the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this house C of his anyways? I never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. Such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce astral artists capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense. Not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people? That's a good question.
It seems like the people
Have you seen A Woman in Red?
don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Haros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Even things that don't make sense.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
Yeah, they were cruel to everyone else, but nice to me, so it's okay.
Carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
You know, I don't think it was ever explained why she... maybe she stole it, but why she had the flame thing.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
I mean, they were after her for a reason,
I
so
think
that
it's
would
made
make
me
sense.
realize that the lords were all people too.
They still sucked, but they were
all
people.
had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
That's right. Avatar: The Last Airbender taught us that.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danon doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renin doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being,
How do
above
they even
all
know what
else.
humans are? Alright, this must be the way. This is the way. No whammies. Grape gel.
Hold on to
Okay.
that.
Hello, citizen. There's always been a decree before anything takes place. Not only was there none this time, but the residential quarter has seen damage and injuries. Yep, good luck, buddy. Hope you find your house.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So who won?
So, who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former lord of Cislodia.
Ooh,
if
a
memory
light
serves.
bearer. Okay.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegus?
Which tracks because he would have been in charge of, like, the secret subterfuge bad guys of Cislodia, right?
It's over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegus from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
Master Core,
With
that's
any
right.
luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about.
Yeah, good. Good point, Law.
Doe?
Uh-oh.
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was?
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already.
Tell her you won. Tell her
Nothing to
all the
say.
other lords were beaten.
Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as lord, you still... kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to
Oh,
continue
Kasara is
this
about to learn
conversation,
some
I only
unsettling
ask that you wait
information.
until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out.
Oh.
Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Uh-oh, someone's chasing us.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true?
what she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
My boy's being edgy. I have no friends, only people waiting to kill me. Oh. I hear a treasure chest. $3,000, not bad. Look at this guy. Using astral arts all willy-nilly like that. What do you want? If you're rather guilty fleeing when there are kids out there fighting, you probably should. Darn kids. Healing! The civilian park zone. Yoink. Tofu. 1 out of 2. 2 tofus is all I can hold? Really? The fitting pen in bad shape. Who knows how many people have died? What happened to the Zoogles? Oh yeah. Bad guys. Oh, this looks kind of wide open.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Uh-oh, PTSD.
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
But we all play stringed instruments.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
That and my PTSD and trauma
Your
from killing my
praise does me
friend.
too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
I was just too strong.
What happened?
Tarnagan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
He started
You mean
doing
he resorted
steroids.
to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait. Don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Yeah, your friend could have sucked. He could have killed you.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always.
No, she's Steve right now. But
I
yeah.
shall do my best to heed your advice.
Meanwhile, Alphen and Law, look at the
Do you
water.
think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Oh, of course, he was eavesdropping.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Good. Good, Anakin. Good. Grape jelly. Sure, I'll buy one. Oh, diamond. Yeah, it's nothing like coming to Lenegus and being approached with a diamond everything. But this appears to be worse for wear than some of my other items, yes. -5, -7, but plus 62. It's kind of meh. It's not that much better, I don't think. Heavy treats. Sell? What is tofu? A substance made by adding a coagulant to soy milk. The thickness, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't actually say what it does, but it's worth the whole $25 and I can only hold 2 of them. Here we go. Mystical Lumen Core. 10. 4,000. Oh, that's right. Here we go. So many ossified stems. Oh! Do some of that. Some of this. Some of those. Oh, these fish I caught. Whoa, sea breams are worth 400 apiece? I might have to start catching me a lot of sea breams. Oh my goodness. Almost maxed out on those. Hold on to 20 just in case I need to make something. Look at all that money. Buy. I could get a couple more heavy treats. Just in case. Any weapons? Gladius Reen, huh? Alright then. Sclopetum Reen. Dark Veins. I made these before leaving. Didn't get to use them once. And now we upgrade. Fantastic. Don't have any Dark Veins. Scrotum Marine. Oh wait.
You could never be too prepared.
There we go.
But did we have to spend so much?
I'm sorry, your frugal sensibilities can't understand. Sashimi! I think I've made sashimi once. Sure.
Mmm. Looks perfect and tastes just as good. All right, it's done. Apologies for the wait, you guys.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still
I caught
fresh.
a lot of fish.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Just saying the word
I'm
feels
sorry,
nice.
Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
What's wrong, Law? I'd never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.
It's an honor to serve you, my lord. Oh, what is this? Ketchin fillet. And chief chef. Yo! What's all this? Silver marlin, boss fish, novice, power strike, advanced. Huh. Sure, why not? Check back here real quick. My spider senses are tingling. But they appear to have led me astray. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. I've been bamboozled. I've been misled. Oh. Hello, people. No, it's fine.
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Talk him out of it, Law. What?
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Hold! I am Lord Dohalim of Helden Menastia. I command you.
Boy, Dragoon.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not. If they want to fight, they got one.
Alright, well, looks like we're doing this.
Its armor's too strong. Me like that.
Blast this guy. Home run! Ow. Ow!
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Does that kill? It does not. Oh, she frozen. Oh.
This ends now. Consider yourself finished. Now, goodbye. Soaring blast. Severing wind. Void blast.
No.
Astral energy. Say no more.
That's that. Sorry you had to see that,
Those
lads.
soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seemed
Maybe they
recognize
just couldn't
us as
see very
enemies,
well.
Nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Platinum dog tags. That's what I like to see. How much is that? 49? That gets me up. So I can go like this. Incineration wave. Finally. I hope this is good. Flaming. Increased evasion distance. What does this give me? 50 resistance? That sounds pretty good. I also just need one more here to get a elemental attack. Huge buff. That'd be nice. Let's see what happens if I go around.
I won't forgive you.
Big damage. Uh-huh. Ow. Ow.
We did it! Not again! Strike! I'm not done! Severing wind! You're mine! Escape! Strike! Void flash! Strike! You're mine! I'm not done! No escape!
Winds of
No
heaven!
escape!
Healing
Blow
circle!
away! I'll face you! Voice
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Problem solved.
Lady Fortune must truly be
All right.
watching
Well,
over me.
now that we're found out, Alphen, you're back on duty. Oh my goodness.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
In the sky is mine! Here goes Habitat Field!
I didn't get my dodge.
Here's a healing arc! A whirling struggle!
Time to cross blades!
Bruh.
Rending you apart! Bloody howler!
Here,
This one's all mine! Blood! Rending you apart! Eat dirt! Bloody howler!
Look at that maelstrom attack.
Incineration wave!
There we go.
I can carve through armor! Struck! You're finished! Try harder!
There we go.
Can't get out of bed! Not done! It's over! Does it hurt?
Oh, is that lightning? No, I didn't get my dodge.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! It's showtime! Not today! Heal my weary companion!
Big damage, boys. Ah, the extra. There we go. No way! Let me get that dodge. Oh!
That could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial Spear! Here's
Try
Evil!
harder! Rending you apart!
There we go.
I'm not done! Ignite!
Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
Rending you apart! Incineration wave! You're mine!
Oh, he's weak to that.
Try harder! My turn! None can! I'm not done!
Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
I can carve through armor! Heal! Take this! I'll face you! Take this! You pay for that!
No, the Helium got smoked.
Ah! Blew away!
Oh my goodness.
Raining slash! Blew away!
Pride was my downfall.
Raining slash! Blew away! Try harder! Not a chance! Raining slash! Blew away! Might with black and gray!
Ow.
Raining pistol!
He's dead.
I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact block!
That thing was kind of meaty.
I need to be stronger.
Yeah, you do. That's totally your fault right there. Well, hello, folks.
Out of our way!
Can't get out of this! Engaging!
Oh wait, arts. This is back on the menu. Sure. And then Holy Lance. Thunderblade into Holy Lance. Goes into Divine Saber? I don't even have that move yet. Into Tidal Wave. I don't even think I have that either. Meteor Storm can come back. Cool.
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
On my lord! Severing wind! Take this! I'm not done!
Dang it.
That's my cue.
Can't get out of this! Shut him down!
Oh no! He got his Void Dragon off.
A whirling struggle.
My wearied companion!
Ow. Alright. Infinite mana! I whiffed that. There we go.
Scarlet Inferno! Benediction light. Flame inside me! Incantation healing! Incineration wave! We're not finished! Blow away!
Illuminate the dark.
I'm not done!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Really hoping that would have killed him all.
I've used too much. Take this! Blow away! Ready, flash! Blow away! Seismic Russia! Take this! I'm not done! Wind!
Fire support. Do it.
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Nice.
I've used a bit too much healing.
Yeah, all of my SP is gone now.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this! I can carve through walls! Penumbra! Here I come!
Don't give up.
Force flash! Not today! Try harder! My turn! Struck! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Force flash! Ah! Eternal devastation coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
That kills, right? Nope, it does not. Oh, it did.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That was a lot of damage.
Let's keep moving.
That's where those dark mains come from. Okay. Aha! Shortcake recipe. Okay. And this item is pineapple apple gel.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Now! Take this!
A whirling struggle. I think I'll pass on the handshake. Without a trace.
Tempest! Incineration wave!
Sleep
You're
now.
mine!
I'll be saving this one. Explosion.
Blow away! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Heal! Blow away!
In here.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
No escape! Raining slash! Blow away! Raining slash! Try harder!
Oh,
Here I come!
oh, holy, you took a stray there.
I'm not try harder! Not again! No escape! Try harder! My turn! Blow away! No escape! No further! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
The magic is in! Glacial Spear.
No, damn. Big damage, quick. Look at this maelstrom.
Another incantation ruined.
No way she does that right away. Bruh.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
No, you don't.
In a bind?
More damage. Oh, that kind of hurt.
Stay away from my friends! Eternal devastation!
Just what the doctor ordered. Now,
There we go. Everybody gets the XP.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be.
I need healing. Actually, I should probably. Where's my orange gel? There we go.
little help. Here's the evil. A whirling
Oh, she died.
I won't show you any mercy! Eternal devastation!
Okay.
Can't get out of this! Take it!
Oh man, why wasn't she doing it? Oh, I'm dead.
For my troop, I couldn't make it in time. From beyond, imbued
Dolan, you're not the one that needs to be doing this.
forgive me.
Oh, she can't do anything about that. But I can do something about this.
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance! I'm not done!
Oh. Okay, I wanted to lock onto somebody else, but I can't.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike!
Oh, nice spell. That was nice.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Bruh. I need to split you up. I still got 4 of them. Oh, I was about to get hit right there. Please! Yes!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Wind! Soaring Blast! You picked the wrong fight! Ready up! I'm not done! Blow away! Inspiration wave!
Uh-oh.
Try harder! No further! In an instant! Impact Claw! My turn! I'm not done! Raining Slash!
There we go.
Raining Slash! Flew away!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
And then I got one of them alone.
Going in! Heal my weary companion! Here I come! Immortals and I'll burn out! Take this way! Here I come! No escape! It's over! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we got them all.
Is that how it looks to you? I'll take that. Oh, money. That's what I needed. Does this ended up being the right way? Okay, wait a minute. I need to get that. I need to hit these rooms. I'm pretty sure that I missed some stuff. What's this way? Chinese!
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You picked the wrong fight!
The earth throbs in pain. Leave the agile ones to me.
Inspiration wave! Try harder! My turn! I'm not try harder!
This one's mine.
In a bind?
Here's a healing arm.
Now you see what I can do! Use too much.
That makes me sad.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
There we go. I need to get the chain started. Uh-oh.
Stay away from my friend! My turn! No escape! Strike! Take this! Strike! You're on! Try harder!
Oh. That was my... one thing going out.
Down on the ground! I'll face you! From beyond! From beyond! Imbue this vanquish! Coming through!
Alright, who am I hitting here? Okay, good. It's swapped over.
Scarlet Inferno!
And that killed him.
I'm not done! Ignite! Instant! Impact block!
Boom.
I need to be stronger.
Page. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. What in the world is all this? Well, you got random mines in the middle of town. Ooh, gold chunks. Useful. I see that on the other side. Actually, let me see here real quick. Can I see a cross? I do in fact see a treasure chest, so I need it. Monkey brain see shiny. Monkey brain must collect shiny. Where's my speed boost? I need a mount. And it was just grape gel. Alright. Well, maybe that'll come in useful sometime. It'll be the one grape gel that gets me the win. Surprised I remembered this. Boom. Easy money. Beam me up, Scotty. There's tomfoolery to partake of. Uh-oh. Right into a dungeon. Oh, this is ominous.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we?
Do your thing,
I
Alphen.
thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
We burn through it with the sword. Jeepers.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
Oh, better get in there before the door slams shut.
What?
What the?
PTSD.
Alphen.
You again.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for.
All they see is a Duracell when they look at me.
Force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
Uno más.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same.
We're not so different, you and I.
We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
Oh, that sounds different.
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them.
You, my fellow slave, I trust. It'd been cool if her eyes flashed blue right there.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
Hey, that was my brain.
The person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't
He's in
think
our
so.
heads.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus, for all we know. Perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps
Hakuna
us
Matata, my
what
man.
that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Hey, my past was not an illusion. We're gonna walk into a room, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of, what do you call them? Like, those pods with a bunch of people in them. It's gonna be like every sovereign from first to last, barring one. Uh-oh. You.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Her brain's been washed. Uh-oh. What? A dark core? Wait, I didn't even get the opportunity to heal!
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes.
Alright then. Alrighty then.
What? I've never known Thalia to
Good luck, guys.
like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master?
Hey, Shion, dodge.
Where did she get her hands on that?
Oh my goodness, this thing's got a lot of health. Hey, shoot this guy. How about this? Don't get hit by that. I can't see! Alright, we're gonna use one of these right now. Sit down. Ooh, big damage. Nice. Boom! Boom! Did that work? That worked. Sick. Oh wait, lightning is good. Let me go hold on. Oh! What the heck? The windmill attack? Woo! Hey, heal yourself, girl. I'd love to hit this guy in his face, but that's kind of a dangerous place to be. Oh! Good job. I'm going to... Where's that grape jelly? Bruh! Wait, are you resuscitating me right now? No, you're not. Okay. I'll get myself up. Oh! Alright, let's try this again. Oh wait, I've been healed. Thanks. Nice. I can't see! Ah, that's how that works. Oh, I'm kind of trapped there. Hey, hold this guy still. Oh!
Consider yourself finished.
Big damage! Ugh. You said to leave that move, dude! Oh! Ah, yes, the windmill maneuver. Yeah! I'll tank that to my face, sure. Home run! Home run! Home run! Oh no, I put Dohalim in a bad place! I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm gonna use one of these. Oh! Quick! Big damage, everybody! Oh! Alright, we lost a couple people here. Here, I'll get her. Don't worry. Ridwell! Really? Actually, let's just do this. Big damage! Hey, hold him still. Okay, I'm gonna try to not. No! Dohalim, come on. You're making me look bad. Oh, thank you. Oh no! Hey, punch this guy. Dohalim's down. Somebody. Alright. Oh, he's up. Nice, good job. Okay, nice. Bruh. Up and at him, buddy. There we go. Just throw all my consumables at him. Alright, someone take this girl out before she summons another one.
Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's Faria away.
She's preparing another summoning. The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Yeah, somebody, do something. There we go. I was like, if only somebody had a gun. And he accidentally killed her too. Wouldn't that be poetic?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
But I don't care about her. How are you doing?
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but
Healing.
I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better
Yeah,
if we
I'm pretty
moved
sure
her
she's not
somewhere
either.
a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir,
Bruh.
what are you doing here?
We went from only the sovereigns allowed in here to every single person we've ever met is in here.
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
I know a liar when I see one. And I don't see you when I take off these glasses, so you must not be a liar.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagan, if it weren't
Just
for
like
the
she
crown
killed Rinwell's parents. It all goes back to Almadria.
contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know
Gasp.
it hurts to hear. But those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
And still we soldier on.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Ooh, which direction? Right or left? I think they came in from this way. Oh.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by
Nah,
someone?
she totally did that on her own.
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon.
Alright, let's go this way. Oh. I guess I was the right way.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something
The
again?
schizophrenia. The voices are back.
Yeah,
Turns around, starts going the other way.
it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
More PTSD. And this is us. Fusion. Oh.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
It's all dark astral energy too. Oh, I need the Code Geass laugh, or not Code Geass, Legend of the Legendary Heroes, the Alpha Stigma laugh, so bad. Oh, the thorns. Oh, his thorn. Wait, what?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
I would have said good luck on your own. No.
Everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right?
That's the only thing you Renans have.
Renans have?
Yeah.
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for.
Maybe it's like Aatrox.
But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Alright. That's where we're gonna have to end it for tonight. We're getting closer to the answer. We're creeping up. Nice. Alright, so we will pick it up then tomorrow night. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow. Later.